This right here is my cat. He is not the smartest cat in the world. He's a very lovely cat, but he's not very smart. He's not very, well, let's just say he does very stupid decisions quite often. Like he decides to sleep instead of eat. Oh my god, don't get me started on eating. He eats so much every day. He's like a fat bastard now. He's not really fat, but he's big. He's the doctor called him overweight. That sure that doesn't mean a lot, but I mean it's something. He likes to eat. He eats around. I think he has like dry food that's out all the time, where he can just choose when to eat that. He doesn't eat it a lot. He doesn't like eat the whole bowl. But he has like wet food at like 11 to 12. And then he just eats that throughout the whole day because he just like, he eats a little bit and then he saves the whole thing. Either way, it doesn't matter what he eats. He's not the smartest. He's been in a lot of fights, and he's an absolute champion. He's fought, I think, about like 10-20 cats. He is an absolute chad when it comes to fight. But he's very lazy nowadays. See, that was like back when he was like 5 years old, 6 years old. Now he's turning 9. He is getting old. He's just a sleeping bastard. As I talk right now, he's laying right next to me, sleeping like a little ball. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture of him right now. I'm gonna put it up on screen. Hold on. As you can see, he's a very lazy bastard. He's a very lazy bastard. But yeah, anyways, he's also very antisocial. See, he does not like people at all. The only people he tolerate is like the people that are in the house, like me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. That's about all the people that he cares about, all the people he allows. Because every time we have like family birthdays, family like gathering or something like that, he does not want to be there. He runs outside as soon as possible. If there's someone's like working on renovating our house, he is gone within like 3 seconds. Either you're sidetracked here. Why he's so expensive? How have we spent $5,000 on this little guy right here? He's cost us $5,000. See, when we first got him, he was 20 bucks. We bought him for 20 bucks at some I think some lady's house. I don't really remember. And one story from that is when we actually got him, we got him in the car. He managed to escape the cage he was in, because it was like made up of like, it was like a zip tied. I don't know what kind of cage it was. It just came with the cat. It was like a traveling bag or something like that. He was in there. He managed to escape. He jumped from the back seat back into the trunk, and he kind of just lay there. And then we pulled over. We stopped. We were like, okay, let's get him into the car. He did not want to go. He did not want to go back in that little cage. But we managed to just put him in anyways. Either way, he cost 20 bucks and a packet of muffins. And where the money comes from, right? See, back to the thing where he's stupid. Actually, wait, no, we're gonna take that hotels, right? We don't trust our cat to be alone for long periods of times. So when we go on vacation, we put him at like a hotel, because he is antisocial. We don't trust him with like neighbors or family or something like that. We want him to be like safe in like a hotel where he's locked up but still has freedom. So we choose cat hotels. The closest one being 1 hour and 50 minutes away. So that's a lot of gas money. Well, it's not really gas money, but here in Norway, we have this thing called tolls, or like stops, where it basically charges you money just by driving into the city, and you have to go through the city and back out of the city and back into the city again. So it's like, I don't know, maybe like 30 bucks just to get there, and then get back. That's like together like 35 bucks just driving there. And then after that, you also gotta, and then there's gas money, which is probably like, I don't know, fucking, let's assume like 20 bucks, because it's not that far. It's like 1.5 hours. It should last. But the cat hotel, oh my freaking god, oh my hecking lord, that is another price for another day. So I think for like, I don't know, 10 days, I think it's like $400 if I'm not wrong. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And then that's the hotel. Now comes the vet. I think Bambi goes to the vet every single month. He's a toad. He's not a smart cat, as we've said. he goes in a fight. He fights. I don't know how the other cats are getting on, by the way, because the people because he's been in some injuries, let's just say. So one of the first injuries, right, is where Bambi came running in. He's completely dirty. He was very attention seeking. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put him in my room. I'm gonna dry him off. He's full with dirt and like mud. I grabbed the towel. I started like patting him down. He was very cuddly, very like he wanted attention. So I patted him down. He was like, oh, this is nice. I touched like the underneath of his foot, and then he just freaks out. Then he just starts meowing. He just goes like ah. And then I was like, okay, well, this is fucking great. It looks like he's like either he's broken his foot or he has some sort of like bit or something like that. I was the only one. I was home alone at the time. My mother came home like in 2 hours, and I had to sit there and wait with Bambi while he didn't lick himself. So he was like completely dirty for 2 hours. He was just laying in my bed. My bed was completely like muddy at this point. And then it was like it was quite relaxing, but at the same time I was stressed. I was like, oh no, oh lord, let's get him to the vet as soon as possible. And then mother came home. We drove to the vet. It wasn't a broken bone, luckily. It was just like a bit from another cat or something that's gotten infected. They managed to take care of it. He was on medicine. He had like a little cone on his head for like a solid 2 weeks. And that was not the first time he's had a cone on. He's had a cone on a few other times where he's been in another fight with other cats. And oh my lord, it is something else when he has the cone on. It's the funniest shit, because they give him like some sort of medicine that makes him very high. Like they make the cat with their eyes just completely go black. They just fall on the floor. I think I have a video somewhere of where he's just walking and it just falls on the floor because he's so high. But either way, all the vets thing is we probably spent like $3,000-4,000 on just the vet. Here comes another thing. It's not just fights. His teeth are awful teeth. Like I'm talking UK British teeth. Like you know when like people make fun, oh you know British people, haha lol, they have bad teeth. Bro, you should check out my cat's teeth. Bro, his teeth are like they're perfectly fine looking at them. But let me set the date. Hold on, it's getting nighttime in Minecraft. That's how long I've spent on this. But the thing is, his teeth are rotting. He has like rotten teeth, so he's had to pull out like I don't know, a lot of his teeth. I think it's a pretty common cat cat disease to get. But either way, it's not good price wise. So we had to pull a lot of his teeth at the vet. And then not too long ago, a couple months ago, he was in another fight with another cat where his bottom two main teeth had he came in, right? My mother was like, oh, let me put him in front of the oven. He looks cold. It was snowing outside. It was bad weather, you know. It was completely snowing. It was white. It was cold outside. It was like -5 degrees. It's not that cold, but it's cold for my cat because he doesn't like the cold. You put him in front of the oven on top of like a blanket. I come downstairs and I was like, okay, because my mother was like, I don't know, she had a glass of wine, and I was like, okay, let me look at him, and then I see a little white thing sticking in front of his, like a little white thing sticking up from his lip, and I was like, yo, what is that? Is that like a nail from another cat? Is that like a claw? I check it. No, it's his teeth. It's his tooth is just sticking out. And that was quite bad because my mother, as I said, had a glass of wine, so we couldn't drive to the vet. And Bambi was like very vulnerable. I don't know if that's the word, but he didn't want to do anything. He was lazy. He was like, I think it was hurting. And the thing is, my dad, he works out like he works like very inconsistent. Well, not inconsistent. He works every day, but it's like the times are very inconsistent. Like he can work from 1 a.m. to I don't know 8 a.m. But he was coming home at like 1 a.m. So we couldn't really drive to the vet. My brother sat at a party, so we couldn't get him to drive. And I can't drive if my mother has had alcohol, because I'm not old enough to drive by myself. I'm only 17. I don't have a driver's license yet. I can only drive with parents that are 100% sober and has a driver's license. Anyways, we drive to the we wait. We were like, okay, well, we gotta wait for my dad to get home. He gets home at 1 a.m. It's 11 p.m. right now. And then my dad gets home. We pick up the big old Bambi. That's his name. If you didn't know, Bambi, that's my cat. We pick up Bambi. We put him in the, well, actually it's not his name, but that's what we just call him in English. We just pick him up, put him in the cage. He was very willingly going in the cage. He hates the cage. Bambi hates the cage with all his life. He's doing everything not to get in the cage. We pick him up. We put him in the cage. He was very quiet the whole ride. And when we get there, they say, okay, it's 1 a.m. Man, let me tell a story without getting interrupted here. We put him in the car. We get to the vet. The vet's like, okay, it's 1 a.m. We don't have any like workers that can do teeth right now. But what we can tell you is that the bottom 2 teeth that are like the main teeth have to be removed as well. But we can't do that right now. We gotta wait till Monday. It's a Saturday. No, wait, it's a Friday night, and we have to wait till Monday. But we can give him some sort of medicine so it doesn't hurt that much. And we were like, yeah. We can wait till Monday, but we need the medicine. Yeah. So we do that. Our insurance is not very happy because, well, it's a lot of money. It's getting rid of those teeth are not cheap, and what are the insurance to cover a lot of percentage of that. We get to Monday. He gets them removed. I go to school. I get back from school, and I had to like babysit him for a little bit because there was no one else home. I was like, okay, I'll baby watch him. I'll be like a little adult for a little day. You know, it never hurts watching over a cat. I could do that any day. He doesn't need a cone because he doesn't like itch it. But he's very high. He's high on everything. He gets the bottom teeth removed. Here's a photo of him with the teeth when I was talking about it sticking out, by the way. Also here's either way, he's very fine now. We spent so much money on him. He's such a little silly goober. Going from $20 to $5,000. So one thing to know if you want a cat, just know that it's gonna be expensive. The cat, if you're paying for a cat that's like $3,000, just know it's gonna be more than that. Like the next cat I want, like even if I have Bambi, I want like a Maine Coon. Those things are not cheap. Those things are cheap, expensive. But either way, I'm not looking for a cat anytime soon because we have Bambi. He's still alive. He's kicking. He's gonna go for another like 50 years, I reckon. I reckon he's a champion. He can firm it. But either way, thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions you want me to cover about my cat, if there's anything I missed, you know, ask in the comments. I read all the comments. I read everything. If you have any opinions, if you have any stories yourself, please feel free to comment on. Feel free to comment on if you have any stories you want to tell me. But other than that, I hope you have a great day. Here's some more photos and videos of Bambi. He's very well now. He doesn't, let's just say my family really takes care of him. We really love him with all our hearts. He's like a little baby, you know. We take care of him every day. He's fine now. Don't you worry. I hope you have a good day. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.